Nuclear fusion is a phenomenon with enormous energy potential, although it is itself a relatively simple chemical process. To initiate this spectacular reaction, we need to use isotopes of hydrogen, most commonly deuterium and tritium. However, to achieve nuclear fusion, we need to heat these isotopes to an astonishing 50 million degrees Celsius. In such an incredibly hot environment, the intense thermal energy turns water into plasma. This is not the end of the requirements for controlling this powerful force of nature. We need to keep the plasma under enormous pressure by using a strong magnetic field to hold it in place in a controlled way. It is in this environment that the fusion of nuclei takes place, and this reaction releases enormous amounts of energy. The most important stage in this process is when enough fusion reactions take place to make the process self-sustaining. This is when we reach the starting point of energy extraction. From this point, we can sustain the reaction by continuously adding new hydrogen to the plasma. This is where the energy starts to flow. The efficiency of this process is directly comparable to its spectacularity. The net energy yield at this point is 4 times that of nuclear fission. This means that nuclear fusion is not only an immeasurable source of energy, but also a greener solution than many other methods of energy production, as it does not produce the same amount of radioactive waste as nuclear fission. Scientists around the world are therefore working hard to develop this technology, which could change the face of energy and provide access to an unlimited source of energy. Nuclear fusion is undoubtedly the future of energy. As we demand more and more energy, especially in wealthy countries, fusion is becoming a key source that can not only provide unlimited amounts of energy. This is made possible by the unparalleled energy efficiency of fusion. The return on energy invested in fusion energy exceeds all other available sources. In addition, the raw materials needed for fusion, such as deuterium and lithium, are available in abundance. Deuterium can be extracted from water, and lithium is relatively abundant. It is worth noting that nuclear fusion is not only efficient, but also environmentally friendly. It produces no dangerous high-level waste, and the amount of low and medium-level waste is minimal. This means that we can produce huge amounts of energy while minimizing the negative impact on the environment. That is why the development of fusion technology is now a priority. It is an opportunity to ensure not only a reliable energy supply, but also a transition to a cleaner and more sustainable energy source. Fusion is the key to the future of energy. The mastery of fusion technology is of enormous importance for the energy independence of countries and is reassessing geopolitical relationships. By developing its own fusion capabilities, China is changing its dependence on oil and gas imports from the Middle East or Venezuela. Mastering fusion will allow China to reduce its dependence on sea lanes and hydrocarbon supplies controlled by other countries, primarily the United States. Similarly, Europe, which is also engaged in fusion research, will have the opportunity for greater energy independence. This means that European countries will not have to rely on unstable energy sources or suppliers from areas of geopolitical tension. The European Union can minimize its dependence on the situation in the Middle East or on hydrocarbon supplies from Russia, Saudi Arabia, and other regions. The importance of mastering fusion is enormous, not only in terms of energy security, but also in terms of environmental protection. The use of this technology will reduce greenhouse gas emissions and lessen the impact on climate change, which is a global challenge. As fusion research accelerates, we see hope for a future where countries can control their own energy sources, with both geopolitical and environmental benefits. This is a revolutionary technology that could become a key part of energy mix and transform future. Mastering fusion has the potential to tip geopolitical balances, and countries that have hitherto based their economies on the provision of energy resources, such as Russia and Saudi Arabia, stand to lose out in this new order of things. These countries, which have been powerhouses in the energy commodity market, will be challenged by a decline in demand for oil and gas, which could affect their economies and political stability. Russia, for example, is one of the largest oil exporters in the world. If nuclear fusion becomes the dominant energy source, Russia could lose its position in the energy commodity market. which could lead to economic and political difficulties. Similarly, Saudi Arabia, which is a major oil producer, may face challenges in reducing its hydrocarbon demand. However, it is worth noting that these countries are also aware of the challenges ahead and are increasingly investing in different areas of the economy and technology to diversify their revenue streams. Mastering fusion may be one of the factors that will accelerate these efforts. As a result, nuclear fusion will not only change the energy landscape, but also affect geopolitical dynamics on the international stage. It will be a challenge, but also an opportunity for a more sustainable and independent global economy. Thank you for watching the video. Leave a comment and subscribe to the channel. See you next video.